Guys, what's up? Welcome to Concept Hunter. Today we're going to take a look at Kram Keep, which is a Ludum Dare 31 game. The theme for that game jam was entire game on one screen. This game doesn't really do that. It actually has a scrollable screen, so I don't think that it did that perfectly. It does have a very set map, and you kind of move. All of it is on one screen, I'd say, but you do scroll the screen, so it's a little bit iffy, but that's not the point here. This is a Metroidvania game, or Metroidvania game, depends on how you want to pronounce it. And there's nothing here that you've never seen before. There is absolutely nothing here that you've never seen before. But this is a game jam game. And though they actually worked on this a little bit afterwards, so it is more polished than a standard game jam game that you come to expect. I'm actually going to play on normal, and we're just going to go into it, new game. But it's done very, very well. And what I really liked about it is the scope and exactly how much they did with this game. And what I mean by that is that from start to finish, and that could take you like 10 minutes if you're slow, and you could probably, like, if you rush through, you could probably finish this in like 3-4 minutes. This feels like an entire game. That is an entire Metroidvania game with everything that you come to expect out of that. You start kind of weak, and you gain a double jump, and you gain a wall jump, and you gain a better shot. You know, all the standard stuff that you really come to expect is here. There's, you know, right now I'm in the castle area, and at the top it's a little bit different, and there's the bottom area, which you can already see is kind of like a cavernous area. Everything that you come to expect is here in this game. And again, they did work on it afterwards to polish it up. It's not just a game jam game, but what's really struck me here is how well it starts and ends, and the scope feels very good. And it feels like a complete Metroidvania game, and it was a little bit baffling to me. And I thought there was something that's actually really cool. It has everything that you'd want out of this type of game. Some of the areas are not amazing. There are things to fix. The controls are a little bit slow and sometimes a little bit weird. You know, there's a couple of things that are not great in terms of the different, I don't want to say puzzles, the different obstacles in the game. There are areas where it's just kind of bad, but on the other hand, there are a lot of areas where it's good, and there's great progression, and you feel that you're getting stronger and you gain more abilities as you gain the wall jump right now that I got. Later on you get a double jump, and there's interesting things that they do with the tools that they have. There is at the top, I think it's over here. I did finish the game, but I can't remember everything. If I kill that thing, I'm not going to pick that up because it doesn't matter that much, but I'm going to try and not die here and kill that, and then get over there. Damn it, unless I fall down. They try to do, actually I could just show you with the mouse here, this little area where it's actually, you need to jump accordingly in order to get through it. It's kind of like a tiny little maze, and there's an area where you really have to utilize your wall jumps, like here, which is a power you just got. You know, the standard stuff that you'd come to expect. And, you know, there's switches, which open up doors. Everything is here, and it's tiny. And there's actually a boss at the end that's the standard pattern boss, I'd say, but it took me like 2-3 tries to finish him off on normal. On death difficulty, which is kind of like what I feel you should play this game on because it's so small and you could actually do it, and you have a good amount of checkpoints throughout. There's good progression in terms of the checkpoints. You could play this on death difficulty, which means if you get hit, you go back to the checkpoints. There's no lives. You can notice I have lives, and you can actually pick up, I'll actually do that in a second as I destroy the blob here at the top, and then jump down here to kill these two guys. You can shoot almost as much as you want. I think there's like a limit. Just die already. Yeah, this is a heart container, so now I've gained half a heart. There's everything you come to expect, and at the top you can see here this guy, the boss. This is the checkpoint. You go in, the door closes, and in this tiny little enclosed space, you fight the boss. And it's a pattern boss. You learn the patterns, and then you can kind of beat him. It's still a little bit difficult, and you need a little bit of skill, but it's all so well. The scope here is really great. And I think this is a wonderful template and a wonderful example of, first of all, a game jam game that starts and ends. And again, I'm saying this like the third or fourth time, they did work on it afterwards. But still, It's a wonderful example of that, and it's a wonderful example of the first game that you want to make. If the genre that you want to make your first game, or one of your first games when you're coming into creating games, is a Metroidvania type, you're probably thinking about a huge thing, and you've got a huge scope in your brain. And obviously that's not the correct way to take things. You want to do something as small as possible and grow from there. And let me tell you, this is a wonderful example of that. So this is called Kram Keep. You should definitely check it out. It'll take you less than 10 minutes to finish this, unless you're really terrible at these type of games. I don't know, but then again, if you're terrible at these type of games, you don't want to make them. Yeah. And it's by Meta Knight 3000. And that's it for Concept Hunter for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.